Alright, are we live? Yeah, it seems that way. It seems that everything is in order. Let me just disable that. Yeah, perfect. And now let us go into the PlayStation 2 browser, push in the disk tray, and see what kind of game it is that I pulled out this time. I mean, it is in the title. It's called Ring of Red, which is a PlayStation 2 strategy game made by Konami. I would love to read to you what the back of the box says. However, it is entirely in Dutch, so I don't think anybody's really interested. Um, it's a very early PlayStation 2 game. In fact, it's so early that they don't even have it wasn't even released on a DVD. So you may hear a helicopter taking off in the background. That's just my PS2. Oh, and by the way, get ready for a lot of blue screens because this game loves to do them. Those two were just typical PlayStation 2 blue screens of death whenever it starts up. But this game has a plethora of its own. Of course, my microphone was turned off for that whole thing. Me making those jokes about them not being any CGI mechs during the First World War or whenever this takes place. Second World War, actually. All right. Uh, the quick message speed is so much better. Alright, let's just go on. This is just a tutorial mission where they will teach you how to play this game. It is actually a fairly interesting one because this game has a fairly unique gameplay style for a strategy RPG. So at first glance we just have the regular grid system. You cannot move and attack at the same turn. What? I'm sorry. All right. So light is short range. the regular one is medium range, the anti one is closed combat range, and four-legged one is long range. Why would you put them in such a weird order? Close combat is closer than short. No. Alright. Let's move to close range and attack. And now we're in the battle graphics, which are very early PS2. Alright, we are currently at the short range, so we don't actually need to move. If we did need to move, I could choose this option and then start moving forward. But right now, we don't need to do that. We can just start firing. At the current distance, the base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be good. Yes, hello, hello, Igo. Yes, this does look like a lot like Front Mission, does it? However, it does have its own spin on things. One, two, three, four, five. There we go. This should be good. Perfect. The timing aiming is actually pretty damn cool. Although you can't take too long with it, even though it does, there is an advantage to taking a longer time because you get more accuracy on each hit. It doesn't really pay off to wait too long because you also have limited time for... What the hell is wrong with these sound effects? Like, it seemed like all of the sound effects were delayed. Yeah, I honestly picked up this game just because it had a really cool cover art. Weizacher. Alright, so the main character is named Vi. At the very least, the game does not seem like a very rare title. I have been well, it's not a super common game, but it definitely is not an expensive PS2 title. Terrain information containing additional time value. Additional time value. Additional action value? What? So decide, is it additional time or action value? Additional time value indicates the terrain surface what? Okay, that does make a little bit more sense. Right, there really isn't much of any variation in strategy game nowadays. Aside from Valkyria Chronicles, which just has its own thing, we only have the Disgaea clones now. Which, as much as Disgaea is its own interesting thing, it'll be more interesting to also see like more games that played around with ideas such as semi-active time based action, such as what this game does or the Valkyria Chronicles games do, or some other trick like how no, I do not want you to repeat yourself. Like how, for example, in Wild Arms Crossfire, instead of squares you have hexagons, and a lot of the emphasis in the fighting is not exactly on dealing damage, but on doing like some sort of a puzzle to deal more significant damage or do the objective more efficiently. By the way, if you hear some breaking up in the sound, that's not on the capture equipment or anything like that. It actually seems to be in the game, or at least that's what I hear from my headphones. Okay, so they're both in short range. I don't actually have to get near, although getting near is not a bad idea, because if you get near you have automatically a higher value. You automatically have a higher value on your initial accuracy. So I'm gonna make a few steps forward, especially since she is moving backwards. One, two, three, four, five, six. There. Damn it. A total miss. Alright, let's try this again. This time with less missing. 3, 2, 1, go! Ah, that was a weak. I don't seem to be able to do any other actions. She may actually win. I mean, I still have an advantage, but she's just really slow with shooting. Just get one more shot in. There. There. No point in recovering. I can definitely survive this. By the way, I am using my scaler on the mode, which disables all kinds of interference between screen transitions. If I didn't, this game would be cutting out constantly. Alright, let's not whiff it this time. Let's get to 60 at the very least. There is a middle and... perfect. Yeah, I don't have any other options right now. Yeah, I know what you mean. One, two, three, four, but there we go. It should head the head. Oh, dang! Just missed it. Yeah, they used to do a lot more variety with strategy games and the like on the PS2 days. Now they seem to have settled for the grid base. Even people like the Sting, Sting Entertainment, who always made the most ridiculous strategy games. Nowadays seem to just go for grid-based ones. I know that there was one which I saw recently. It was a Vita RPG based off of some anime, and it didn't look terrible, but considering... Yeah, what is wrong with this sound? I'm not even here's the thing. Normally I'm playing these kinds of games off of my hard drive, but this time I'm actually playing this off of my PS2's disk drive, and all of the sound seems to be delayed pretty heavily. Success XPs. Yeah, a PS2 playing a CD. That's generally an issue. I remember I played my original copy of Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, which is also on a CD, and that one just straight up crashed all the time. To be fair, the copy was pretty scratched and everything, but it played 10 times better off of the if I converted the game to a DVD or just played it off of a hard drive. Yeah, like that sound of... I'm not exactly sure if the sound effect for like moving forward the text forward is playing back at a slower rate, or if it's just part of the song, because it just sounds so weird. But for like the evaluation of the battle, that is definitely playing back like way too late. I have actually, out of curiosity, checked out what the soundtrack to this game was. It has surprisingly few songs. And I cannot speed up these sort of cutscenes. I do actually like the way they present these with like old-timey footage sprinkled in into these PowerPoint presentations. It adds a little bit of flair. Yeah, especially since this was made by Konami, right? You would imagine that there is a lot of there would be a lot of songs, but there really aren't. And everything seems to not be playing right, if that makes any sense. Like it just doesn't seem like any of the transitions between songs from between different sections of the game, like none of them seem to be quite clicking right, if that makes any sense. Like I would not expect this track that is playing right now to be playing this late. I will actually put this game to test later. I'll put it on my hard drive for the next stream and just play it off of that. Normally I would do that, but I just wanted to like test the disc copy. Well, yeah, there is art direction, but there is also the general problem that the old models of the PS2 have playing the CDs. Like I said before, I had CD games just straight up not run cutscenes correctly, or just skip out playing certain songs in certain scenes because the PS2 just isn't, the old model of the PS2 just isn't made to run CDs. Like in this game in particular, you get like a lot of pauses in the soundtrack. Like when you go into a battle, there is like an exceptionally long pause between when the music stops, and when it starts playing again. Maybe it's just part of the direction, I'm not sure, but I have run into this problem before. Close combat reduces bounds, reduces safety of the vehicles. This is an information room. You can observe the detailed data and seek assistance. Unit info. Let's see. Detailed data. That's a lot of stats. So all of their command abilities are trash. And I can display the model and turn it around very slowly. By the way, this game is so old that it does not even support analog sticks. Skills. Doesn't have any. I only have these two. Memoirs. Shooting target, prologue, and now interested, we just had that. Combat manuals. Okay, so I guess characters. Yeah, like, do you hear the sound right now? Actually, I'm going to stop the stream for just a moment and restart my capture device because I think there just may be a delay in there. One moment. Alright, it seems that I am online back again. It seems that I was giving the game unnecessary, unnecessary complaints because, this sound just gets out of sync as it goes. Let me try one more thing before I give up. I need to change my